welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to teach you how to make some flatbreads. The dog's in the background. Forget the dog, don't worry. Okay, so the first ingredient is going into my bowl. Hello again, Teddy. Is my 250 grams of strong plain flour. Then I'm going to put in 1 sachet of yeast. For the basic recipe, all you need is the flour, the yeast, water and olive oil. But I'm going to add some seeds for extra flavour. So I've got some nigella seeds. Obviously you don't need to add these, they just add colour, flavour, texture. I've also used wholemeal flour as well to give it flavour as well. I'm going to add some pumpkin seeds. And now I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. So 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to start stirring it with a table knife. Okay, and then again make a well in the middle with your warm water, 120 millilitres, and then you stir it around to make a dough. When it's forming a ball in the middle, get your hand in and give it a knead. Try and pick up all those bits of flour around the bottom. You need those because you've weighed them out. Now obviously, if at this point your dough's a little bit sticky or a little bit dry, either add a tiny bit more water or a little bit more flour. Now I could add a tiny little bit of flour to this. And at this point, take your dough out of the bowl, put a tiny bit of oil onto your surface, not floured, oil. And then you are going to knead your dough for about 5 minutes to activate the gluten in the flour. As you knead your dough, you'll find it'll get a little bit stickier because of the oil. That's fine, just keep on going. It shouldn't really be sticking to your hands any more than that. Now if it does, add a tiny little bit more oil to the surface and that will take it off your hands. Right, when your dough is ready, cut it into equal sized balls. This should make about 6 small little flatbreads. Now I'm going to roll them all into balls.
Go.
When they're ready into their little balls, you're going to then flatten them out. So you can use a rolling pin or just your hand, up to you. If you haven't got a rolling pin, just use a bottle. So just roll them out, nice and thin, like so. When you've rolled them out thin, about 3-4 millimetres, put them all onto a plate or a chopping board, ready to go over to the cooker. Okay, so I've heated up a frying pan, no oil or anything in it, and I'm going to cook some in there. I'm also going to experiment because I've never put them in the oven, so I'm going to place one in the oven to see what that looks like. 120 degrees in the oven for about 5-10 minutes. Now this pan should be nice and hot now, and I'm going to place one on into the pan. Now the pan needs to be nice and hot so that it starts to bubble up. When you can see some smoke coming from underneath or that it starts to bubble, flip it over and do the other side. Okay, so you flip it over again and again for about 5 minutes. Now as you can see, it's starting to toast on this side, so that's nice, and I flipped it over and now it's starting to puff. Don't know if you can see it puffing. Okay, so when it's cooked on both sides, transfer it onto a plate. Now my pan's big enough to do more than one at a time, so I am going to take the rest and put them into the pan. Okay, so you can cut your little flatbreads up ready to put into some dip like hummus or tzatziki. You could turn them into pitta pockets and open them up. Now, this is the one from the oven. It has a different appearance to the others. It took longer to cook, but if we cut this one in half carefully, again, you have got your little pitta pocket coming.
Do you want to say anything else, Mum?
No, I'm all right. Oh, blooming heck, he's nice.